Hey, what's up everyone? This is Matthew Dale here, and I wanted to show you just a really quick combination of a couple of effects that I think is really cool inside of the XFX3, and of course you can use this for the FM9 and the FM3 as well. So we're going to start live here. I'm playing my Strandberg Bowden on position 2, so it's really kind of spanky and clean. Really nice and sparkly. And I've also got a little bit of compression going, just the Studio FF with a little bit of compression going. And I'm using the Archaean Clean, the PRS Archon model in here. And this amp stays really, really clean. I've got the gain on 5, a little bit more bass in this than I typically use, and a little less mid, a little bit of treble, and I get this really lovely clean tone. Even if I use like a humbucker position, like the bridge humbucker, it's really clean. Neck humbucker, really clean. I'm going to go back to position 2, and I'm also using a little bit of Recording Studio A reverb, and my cabinets are the Mesa V70s using a 57 Royer 121. That's Factory Bank 2, 773, and 775. That's all the bookwork taken care of there. So let's get into this really fun effect. Of course, if you are a Fractal user, you know how cool the pitch block is. And the pitch block is really great to use almost as a chorus if you are kind of like me and you're not really a fan of chorus. So we're going to set this up in parallel, which means I'm going to jack the mix all the way up to 100%. And let's connect our block here in parallel. And every time I do something in parallel, I always change the bypass mode. If you leave it on through, when you bypass the block, you'll get a big lift in signal. So we are going to mute the block on the input side of things. So mute in. And we're going to start with the dual detune. I'm going to go down about 10 cents and up 10 cents, or roughly something like that. Hard pan left and right. We've got the mix set up on 100, and now I have this. Let's go one step further and add just a little bit of delay, so it almost sounds like a little bit of double tracking is going on. Big and wide, I love it. I love this effect. It sounds so good. Now with the pitch block being in parallel and using the dual detune, here's what's really going on. So I have one side detuned all the way left, right? And then I've got another side detuned all the way right. That's what's happening in my pitch block. So my dry signal that's going straight up and down the middle isn't being affected. So essentially what I have going on here is in parallel a path that's going left and right from the dual detune, and then I've got my original tone right down the center. And I was playing around with this one day, and I decided, well, what if I affect my center dry signal that wouldn't be affected because I can stack in parallel that wouldn't be affected on either side? And I thought tremolo might be fun for this. So I'm going to pull in a tremolo here, and I really like this effect with an optical trim. An optical trim is what was used in like the blackface model of amplifiers with tremolo. So you can sort of think of this as like a blackface style thing going on. And so remember, I've got a detuned and slightly delayed pitch over here, same thing over here, but now I'm going to have tremolo right down the center on the unaffected dry signal. So here's what this sounds like. Let's drop the rate. Yeah, where it's nice and slow and undulating. Sounds so good, I could just get lost in that forever. I think this is a really cool combination of effects that you can stack on top of one another, and you can kind of take this idea and run with it a little bit as well. I also use this pitch and tremolo combination in one of my premium presets, the Sideman preset, I believe. And if you want to check out those as well as my template packs or anything else, you can find it in the description box below. Once again, this is kind of a quick one, a kind of a fun one. My name is Matthew Dale. I'll see you guys on the next one.